Shashi Tharoor's remarks on Vande Mataram have ignited a fresh political firestorm. The Congress MP has questioned the need to play the full version of Vande Mataram at the beginning and end of official functions, describing the practice as an unnecessary imposition. And now the BJP is accusing the Congress of applying double standards on questions of nationalism. BJP says those who call the full rendition of Vande Mataram an imposition have no problem giving space to extremist narratives, glorifying Maoists or amplifying positions that run contrary to India's national interests. BJP leaders argue that Vande Mataram is India's national song and not a political choice. They are warning that if states begin treating national protocols as optional, it risks weakening the idea of national unity and encouraging political appeasement. So the controversy has deepened after Samajwadi Party also rushed in to back Tharoor's position. SP leaders say nobody has a problem with Vande Mataram, but making it compulsory is unfortunate, particularly for Muslims. Let's listen into what Mr. Tharoor said, which has led to this controversy.
Look, I honestly think this is an unnecessary imposition by the central government of having to listen to all 5 verses every time. Vande Mataram is the national song. We've all stood up in respect, and the first verse, as you know, and first couple of verses, everyone by now knows it by heart. We stand, we listen to it every time. It used to be sung once at the beginning of an event, national anthem also, and possibly national anthem at the end. Now they want the whole 5 verses at the beginning of every event and at the end of every event. Now this chief minister has taken the view that this is optional and that Kerala has chosen to exercise the option not to have the full thing.
All right, let's go across to our guests. Ashwini Mishra ji, I want to ask you the first question. In fact, we all know the edited version because we've heard that. We've grown up hearing that. Schools में हमने वही सुना, उसी को हमने बार-बार गाया. हमको पूरा full version तो पता ही नहीं because it was edited. And what is the problem if the entire version is played? Nobody is forcing anybody to sing it, but to give it the respect that you give to the national anthem, what's wrong with that?
Swati ji, first of all, it is not edited. It is mandatory versus optional. The version still remains. The mandatory part was only 4 lines. It is like आपका नाम स्वाति जोशी है. आपको हम स्वाति भी बुला सकते हैं. Now, someone like Sanju Verma or BJP ecosystem comes and makes a rule. नहीं, आज से आपको सिर्फ स्वाति जोशी ही बुलाया जाएगा. नहीं, स्वाति नहीं
अगर आप उसमें से कुछ स्टैंजास निकाल देंगे, अगर आप उसमें नहीं सेम कैसे, अगर आप कुछ स्टैंजास निकाल देंगे उसमें से कहते हुए that this is hurting the sentiments of a particular community, तो वो edited version ही हुआ ना जो आप प्ले कर रहे हैं.
स्वाति कहां निकाल दिए? सिर्फ ऑप्शनल वर्सेस मैंडेटरी का डिबेट है. जो पहले 4 पैरा थे वो मैंडेटरी थे, बाकी ऑप्शनल रखे गए कि वो मैंडेटरी नहीं है उनको गाना. और बाय द वे ये आपको बता देता हूं, आपको आई एम श्योर पता भी होगा, बट आपके व्यूअर्स बता देता हूं. वंदे मातरम पहली बार 1896 में कांग्रेस के अधिवेशन में गाया था माननीय रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर जी ने, और रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर जी ने ही लिखा था नेहरू जी को कि ये जो पहले 4 है ये मैंडेटरी रखे जाए, बाकी के पैरा इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है और अगर मैंडेटरी नहीं होने चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर हम अपने देश को एज ए देवी पूजते हैं, अगर हम अपने देश को एज ए देवी, if we worship our country as deity, it will not justify our constitution values or rather our values, which eventually turned into constitution, which was secular values of our country.
एक मिनट, जानकारी का अभाव, मुझे लग रहा है जानकारी का अभाव आपको है. पहले आप कह रहे हैं कि एडिटेड थे ही नहीं, मैंडेटरी कुछ स्टैंजास थे, कुछ स्टैंजास ऑप्शनल थे. पहले पूरी इंफॉर्मेशन करेक्ट गैदर कीजिए, उसके बाद अपनी बात रखिए. डॉक्टर रंगनाथन, ऑप्शनल था भाई, एडिट नहीं किया था किसी ने. इट इज अ डिबेट अबाउट मैंडेटरी वर्सेस ऑप्शनल.
Swati, thank you for having this important debate. Look, Vande Mataram is not mere words strung together by Bankim. It is an umbilical cord that connects us to our mother, none other than Goddess Durga, the guardian of our sovereignty, Goddess Lakshmi, the guardian of our wealth, and Goddess Saraswati, the guardian of our wisdom. And every stanza, every word, every little symbolism personifies for us what it means to be Indian. And to see Muslims objecting to it today takes one back to the Muslim League objecting to it first in 1908 when its president, Sayyid Ali Imam, called it quote-unquote sectarian Hindu cry. And then in 1937, when Muhammad Ali Jinnah specifically objected to it on October 15, 1937 in a speech at Muslim League's Lucknow session, arguing against its adoption. And then a few weeks later, lo and behold, Congress Working Committee under Nehru passed a resolution acceding to Jinnah's demand and truncated our sacred song. We demand our song back. Swati, Raja Ramchandra ki jai. It is the battle cry of Rajputana Rifles. Jai Badri Vishal ki. It is the battle cry for the Garhwal Regiment. Are you saying that a Muslim Jawan in these regiments should not utter this battle cry? Go and ask our hero General Atta Hasnan, who headed the Garhwal Rifles, that this ancient civilization is a Hindu civilization should not be seen as a matter of shame or regret, but instead as a matter of pride. Those who love India never need to be forced to love her. And those who don't, no amount of force will make them love her. Just 10 seconds. Let it remain an advisory. It is not about forcing the Muslim to sing Vande Mataram. Let them not sing it. It is about not denying anymore the rest of us the ability to understand who we are. Children tied to our mother through the umbilical cord. You are free to think you emerged from the sands of Arabia. All we are asking, Swati, is to have the freedom to think we came from the soul of India.
Okay. Tausif, Arif Mohammad Khan in 2006 wrote, and I'm quoting from that, from the Islamic viewpoint, the basic yardstick of an action is actions depend on intention. Hailing or saluting the motherland or singing of its beauty and beneficence is not sajda. So what is the problem?
So I think there are various Islamic scholars who have written against singing of the stanzas, the 5th and 6th stanzas, including Rabindranath Tagore, who himself had said then during the Congress session that these are basically religious texts, and the patriotic texts as the first 4 stanzas against which no one has any objection is the later 2 texts where people are objecting, particularly from Muslim community. And on top of it, in March 2026 this year, Supreme Court, a petition was filed against the central government's notification for national song. The Supreme Court held that the singing of national song is not mandatory. Therefore, why are we even having this debate? We know this is not the singing of the entire stanzas are not mandatory because Supreme Court upheld the right to freedom of speech, right to freedom of religion. Not only matter of freedom of religion, but also freedom of speech. If anyone does not want to sing it, you cannot impose it. It's the Supreme Court ruling.
Okay, you're saying this is... Dr. Ranganathan, I know you want to come in. I know Sanju also wants to come in. You can come in after Sanju. Sanju, this is imposition. In fact, Shashi Tharoor also challenged that, that the BJP leaders should first recite all the stanzas and then they should talk about it, because this is hypocrisy as per him on part of the BJP. कितने लोगों को आता है पूरा वंदे मातरम?
Swati, I need my 2 minutes. I've heard everybody. Let's get one thing very clear. Fine, there is no parliamentary act which says that all 6 stanzas of Vande Mataram have to be sung. But my simple logic is this: why do we need a parliamentary act in the first place to pay obeisance to our national anthem, to pay obeisance to our national song? भारत माता की जय कहने के लिए मुझे किसी के परमिशन की जरूरत नहीं है. वंदे मातरम गाने के लिए मुझे किसी पार्लियामेंट्री एक्ट की जरूरत नहीं है. जन गण मन गाने के लिए मुझे किसी पार्लियामेंट्री एक्ट की जरूरत नहीं है. When the national flag is hoisted, I have to pay respect to it. I am not limited by an act of parliament. ये जो सर्टन कबाल है, इसलिए मोदी जी ने कहा था मुस्लिम माओवादी कांग्रेस, इनको जनगण मन से भी दिक्कत है, जय सिया राम से भी दिक्कत है. वंदे मातरम गाओ तो कहते हैं कि दुर्गा माता का हम इन्वोकेशन क्यों कर रहे हैं. आई वॉन्ट टू जस्ट से वन थिंग. डज द पार्लियामेंट से दैट आई नीड टू रिस्पेक्ट माई पेरेंट्स, आई नीड टू रिस्पेक्ट माई टीचर्स, I need to respect my culture, I need to respect my heritage, I need to respect my religion, I need to respect my colleagues? No. तो माता पिता का आदर करना बंद करिए. जब आप मंदिर के अंदर जाते हैं या मस्जिद के अंदर सजदा करने जाते हैं, तो फिर आप माथा टेकना बंद करिए, सर पर रुमाल बांधना बंद करिए जब आप गुरुद्वारा में जाते हैं, क्योंकि कोई पार्लियामेंट्री एक्ट तो है नहीं.
Then Sanju, what you are also highlighting is कि अगर उनको रिस्पेक्ट ही करना है, आदर ही करना है, तो वो अपने अपने तरीके से करें. डॉक्टर रंगनाथन.
You see, there are 5 people on this panel today, and all of them are Indians. I truly believe it. No one is more Indian than the other. That is why I ask a very simple question to my fellow Indian Tausif Bhai. Is it fine, yes or no, for a Muslim Jawan to jump out of the trenches from the Rajputana rifles and chant Raja Ramchandra ki jai? Yes or no?
I have no problem. I don't think that any Jawan will have any problem. We are having an academic debate whether
Then
this
Dr. Bhai, what is the
infringes
problem?
upon the religious freedom or not. There are
Then what is
Islamic
the problem?
scholars who have said that this infringes upon the religious freedom. Therefore, I am saying do not impose it. Let it be a choice.
But
You
Tausif,
are-
you're forgetting the most important point. Ultimately, this is about India.
This is where I want to come in, Swati, if you give me a minute.
Okay. Half a minute maybe to you and half a minute to Ashwini ji.
I'll tell you why this has been happening. To the Indian Muslim Union, IUML, which is the Kerala government partner, that is why this is happening. And if you believe that IUML is secular, then you believe Taliban are feminists. It is the progeny of the original ML of Muslim League of Jinnah. Those guys ran off to Pakistan, leaving their blood brothers behind who formed the Muslim League out here. Does Rahul Gandhi even know what secularism means and what the Muslim League wants? It wants Sharia law to be imposed. In fact, it has said, quote, to not have Sharia law in India would be a Himalayan mistake. It perpetrated the anti-Hindu Marad massacre. It opposed the CA and triple talaq ban. It calls LGBT people as, quote, worst humans. It doesn't want gender-neutral classrooms.
Okay.
Doesn't want Waqf board members to come from Public Service Commission. It changed names of Kerala village Kurati Yakuda as it was Hindu sounding. It got 10% Muslim reservations to government jobs, and it was responsible, just 10 seconds, for Malappuram to be carved off as a Muslim strong district after fighting for it. And you know who opposed them back in 1969? Yes, the Congress.
Okay, Ashwini ji. Ashwini ji.
Swati, I think Sanju made a valid point and explained what we are demanding. हम जब मंदिर में जाते हैं, कुछ लोग हनुमान जी को सिर्फ हाथ जोड़ के चले आते हैं, कुछ पूरा हनुमान चालीसा पढ़ के आते हैं. अब आप मैंडेटरी कर दो कि अगर हनुमान जी के मंदिर में जाओगे तो हनुमान चालीसा पढ़ना मैंडेटरी होगा. एंड मोर ओवर, आप मुझे बता दीजिए कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में कहां लिखा है कि आप पूरा वंदे मातरम नहीं पढ़ सकते. वेयर इट इज बैड.
नहीं, एक सेकंड.
बैड, इट इज जस्ट
नहीं, तो यहाँ पे भी वही हो रहा है. वंदे मातरम प्ले करेंगे, आपको केवल खड़े होकर के उसको अपना रिस्पेक्ट ऑफर करना है. आप चाहे उसको गाएं चाहे उसको ना गाएं. आप और संजू एक ही बात कर रहे हैं. जबरदस्ती कोई नहीं कर रहा है आपके साथ. वंदे मातरम अगर प्ले हो रहा है, यू हैव टू जस्ट स्टैंड एंड यू हैव टू पे रिस्पेक्ट्स जस्ट लाइक हाउ यू डू इन केस ऑफ नेशनल एंथम. उस पे आप इम्पोजिशन की बात क्यों कह रहे हैं? जेंटलमैन एंड संजू वर्मा, आई एम सॉरी, I cannot give you any more time. I'm completely out of time. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you to our viewers for watching us.